I thought it was just another Monday. Deadlines, acquisitions, investor calls. I was skimming over a potential AI merger when my assistant rushed in with confusion written all over her face. Sir ... there's a child here. She says she has an interview. At first, I assumed she meant someone's daughter tagging along. But when I looked up, I saw a little girl, maybe 5, standing nervously with a clipboard, wearing a bright blue dress. Her expression was serious, like this really mattered to her. I'm Lila. I'm here for my mommy's interview. That moment hit me harder than I can explain. I asked her to sit down, gave her a juice box from the break room. And slowly, piece by piece, the truth came out. Her mother, Isabel Reyes, had been scheduled to interview for an admin position, but she collapsed that morning. Lila rode the bus alone to keep her mom's commitment. She said, "Mommy told me. Grown-ups don't get second chances." And just like that, everything I believed about business, about success, about life began to shift. Later that day, I opened Isabel's file. No degree. GED. A history of part-time cleaning work. 3 jobs in 2 years, but her cover letter? That's where it all lived. She wrote, "I know I'm not impressive on paper, but I'm dependable. I'll show up early. I'll work weekends. I just want a chance so my daughter can believe hard work still matters." Her words hit me like a freight train. Because once upon a time, I was that person. I didn't grow up in boardrooms. I grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment above a mechanic shop. My mom worked double shifts just to keep the lights on. There were nights I went to bed hungry nights. I told her I wasn't hungry so she could eat. I mowed lawns, sold candy door to door, fixed broken computers. I dropped out of college, failed 2 startups, lived out of my car. The only reason I made it? I had a moment. A break. Someone saw something in me when I was nobody. And maybe it was time I paid that forward. I kept Lila in the office the whole day. We set up a small table next to my desk. She doodled, asked about company stuff, and offered business advice like, "You should give everyone Fridays off." My mommy would love that. Employees came in and out, some confused, others smiling. My top executive asked me quietly, "Is this for PR?" I said, "No, this is personal." By evening, I'd called the hospital. Isabel was in stable condition but unconscious. No emergency contact. No insurance. I sent a private physician. Paid anonymously. Later, I called a staff meeting. Told them the truth. That success isn't measured only in profits, but in the lives we touch along the way. We agreed to hire Isabel when she recovered. Not as charity, but because she raised a daughter bold enough to walk into a skyscraper alone. That night, I drove Lila to the hospital myself. She held my hand the whole way. It felt ... familiar, like a younger version of me had found a new way to speak. While Isabel remained unconscious, I found myself reflecting on the road that brought me here. Had started my first company at 22 Razorbyte Systems building automation software. I pitched to 37 investors. Got rejected 36 times. The 37th gave me $10,000. I ate instant noodles for 18 months. Slept on office floors. Once, I sold my watch to pay for server hosting. But the product worked. It scaled. We got bought out. That was my first million, but I lost most of it on a bad crypto play in 2017. Humbling. My second company? Spindle Cloud. AI-enabled document automation. We grew fast. Too fast. Hired wrong. Leadership cracked. I had to lay off half the staff. Nearly broke me. But I stayed. Rebuilt. Survived. By 2020, we hit $400 million in valuation. Now I'm the CEO of a conglomerate 7 companies across 3 continents, and still One 5-year-old girl made me feel more grounded than 1,000 boardroom victories. I was there when Isabel opened her eyes. She looked around, confused, then panicked. Where's my daughter? Where's Lila? I held up my hands. She's safe. She's been with me. When I explained everything, her eyes filled with tears. Not out of fear but gratitude. I thought I failed her, she said. I was so scared she'd be alone. You didn't fail, I said quietly. You raised someone braver than most adults I know. I offered her the job plus full medical coverage, a paid recovery period, mentorship, and a childcare stipend. She refused at first. Said it was too much. I reminded her what her cover letter said. She just wanted someone to believe. She nodded. Then I'll work like hell to prove you right. And she did. Within 6 months, she was running my executive scheduling. In 12 months, she was promoted again. She's sharp, calm under pressure, and fiercely loyal. And Lila? She still visits once a week. Today, we closed a $2.3 billion merger. CNBC ran a headline. Billionaire CEO builds empathy empire. But no one knows the real reason I've changed our company's DNA. We now fund a childcare center on every corporate campus. We have a policy called Emergency Grace. Any employee with a medical or family crisis is given 10 days paid leave, no questions asked. That wasn't an HR strategy. That was Lila. She reminded me why I started. Not for power, not for yachts, but because I wanted to change the world my mom struggled in. We all chase numbers. But at the end of the day, impact isn't measured by bank statements. It's measured by what you leave behind. And if the only legacy I leave is giving one brave little girl and her mother a future, they can have the whole damn company. Because sometimes the most powerful resumes don't come with degrees. Sometimes. They come holding a clipboard in a blue dress.